Hello students. Since long back we have been learning second topic from your second unit from your syllabus, that was fruit processing industry. Today, as I have said to you in the last lecture, that we have to learn a new unit from your paper second, and name of that unit is pharmaceutical industries. Friends, you have to keep in mind, before getting idea about pharmaceutical industry, we have to first of all get idea about concepts and advantages of this pharmaceutical industry. Everyone knows, my friends, about the green revolution. What is that? Actually, the India freed from the dependence on the import of a food grains to feed its population. In the sense, we know that actually we were depend upon other countries for our food need, isn't it? But we have become a self sufficient grower of a food, and that revolution is nothing but a green revolution. So right now we are not depend upon the other countries for the grains, means food grains, just to feed to our ever increasing population, and that is because of green revolution things have been happen. My friends, we are also well known about the white revolution. What is that actually? That the India becomes a highest milk producer in the world, isn't it? As well as another, there is one of the revolution, that is a blue revolution. That is nothing but the our India or our country become very much techno savvy, means there is a rise of the information technology sector, telecommunication and electronic media, which has given the statement is used in the country. So that revolution is nothing but the blue revolution. So my friends, as you know that we have been learning the concept and advantages of a pharmaceutical industry. In that one, you have to keep in mind about this revolution, that is the green revolution, white revolution and blue revolution. Friends, another, there is one of the revolution, that is of a brown revolution. In the sense, our country has made a impact in leather sector. So we have become a lead or become a leader in case of leather developing, leather producing sector, and no doubt that reaching a novel heights in case of that business. My friends, the other most important sector is a pharmaceutical sector, which is ready for the great leap forward to the future in the pink revolution. So we have to take efforts, isn't it? So our country right now imports medicines from the other countries. In that sector, in pharmaceutical sector also, we want to be independent medicine producing country. When such things can happen, that is nothing but the pink revolution can take place. So my friends, we have studied actually today Five revolutions were taken place in case of our country. Green revolution, that is related with the production of food grains. White revolution, that is related with the production of milk. Brown revolution, that is related with the leather industry, leather sector. And we have to again take a grip in another revolution, that is nothing but the pink revolution, which is related with the production of medicines. My friends, why we are still lagging behind in case of that? In case of this, we have to say that the pharmaceutical sector, that is, there are many causes are there. Out of that one, some we have to learn. The pharma industry will not be restricted to the urban areas, isn't it? Rural sector may account for the 30% of the demand by the 2015. The need of improved. So we know that actually most of the pharmaceutical medicine producing industries are restricted to the only urban areas. They are not ready to go in the rural sector where there is a lot of opportunities, where there is a lot of demand. 30% actually demand is there out of 100%. That is by 2015. Now this is the 2021. So although that is reduced, till there is a 15% demand is remained as it is. So healthcare, it gives a booster to the alternative therapies and pharma industries. My friends, the pharma industry not only deals with the production and consumption of pharmaceuticals, but it is also concerns state of affair where a vast majority receives a better health care and stay in the pink of health. So not only after the diseases or only to cure the diseases of the people, but before that one, as we know that right now we are passing through one of the COVID-19 pandemic, isn't it? So this viral infection is there, but we can prevent that one before its infection. So for that one, the human power of each and every countryman, human being should be strong. So pharmaceutical industry, as right now I have said to you, not only going to produce the medicines, isn't it, and providing medicines, but the pharmaceutical industry plays a role in case of making a people healthy by producing the products, by providing the some nutritious products, so that the people may can enjoy the pink health, isn't it? Then where is the scope of pharmaceutical industry? Always question arises in our mind. Where is the scope? As already I have said to you, there is a lot we have to do in the pharmaceutical sector just to reach up to the pink revolution, or to get success into that. So in India, in case of our country, the pharmaceutical industry is a fast growing one, isn't it? So about 1.2% of individual average income is spent on the pharmaceuticals in various countries. In case of our India, increasing population will create opportunities for mass therapy as well as specialized drugs. As we know that in case of COVID-19 pandemic situation, remdesivir injections, flavivir, some drugs, medicines, tablets. There is a shortfall of all these things. So enough amount, enough quantity is not, we have to say that. For that one also right now, we are depend upon other countries. And that is because we have to say that ever increasing population. So as to, again I will say that for pink revolution, we have to be self-sufficient in case of our pharmaceutical production, injection production. With increase in income level, there will be the shift towards a more stressful lifestyle, leading to a new diseases pattern, which will need newer drugs to combat them. My friends, we know that. Right now, developed countries or underdeveloped countries or developing countries. Developed countries and also developing countries of the world are facing a lot of problem to the human being, that is of a stress. And we know that as the age of earth increases, there is a, we have to say that human population have to face arising new diseases. Right now we know that everywhere stress is there. Means if you consider a single human being, maybe child is there. Means that child right now growing in a polluted atmosphere. So pollution creating some difficulties to his body. One thing is there. That growing child never gets a organic food, or I have to say that toxic free food, because we know that farmers are using a lot of chemicals to grow the produce, to grow the vegetables, fruits, food grains. Everywhere use of a chemical is there, and indiscriminate use, no proper use is there. So that chemicals creates problem to the body, digestive system, health of that growing child. So there is some influence of all these things. Along with that one, at the time of having education, that students have to face the problem. While learning, school going students are also under the tension, just to score the more and more marks, then go for the professional courses, then achieve some positions, then they have to get success in their career. And another, there is a tension, there is a botheration of a parents. Parents are also under the problem, in the problem. Means they have to provide money to the educating their generation for education. They will have to fulfill their needs. For that one, parents are again under tension. They have to pay the EMI of their newly built buildings. They have to pay for the LIC policy. Lot many they have to face problem of PCL, domestic. Everywhere, every human being is under the tension. Because of that one, new diseases are arising. So, as to develop medicines, pharmaceuticals, drugs to combat with such a type of a newer diseases, also our country will have to be ready. So my friends, there is a lot of, I have to say that, remain lot of, although we have done in the pharmaceutical industry or sector, lot of things where on which we have to think over. The pharma industry will not be restricted to the urban area. The rural sector may account for the 30% of the demand. That also we know very well. So we have to give a boost to the alternative therapies and pharma industries. We know that right now there is a enhancement of longevity and age related health problems. Create opportunities for the pharma industry. We know that lifespan of the human being has been enhanced, but in old age the human being require many more therapies, many more medicines, because as age increases they have to face new diseases in that age, because of as age increases immune power decreases. So there is also, I have to say that we can say that the problems are there, and that problem can be solved by developing, producing new medicines. Again, there will be the great demand of a patented process in the main therapeutic areas such as neuropsychiatry, anti-infective gastrointestinal and cardiovascular diseases. So these diseases, in case of related with our brain, that is neuropsychiatry, the people, means I will have to say that because of facing many problems throughout their life, and because of some accumulative stresses, there is a disturbance to the brain neurosystem, neurology of a human being. So there is also a lot of chance. Anti-infective gastrointestinal and cardiovascular related with the heart, respiratory problems, heart problem, brain problem, kidney problem, many problems are there. So on the banks of a statistical data by 2015, diabetics will increase from the 2.8 to 3.7%. My friends, keep in mind, already I have said to you, many more difficulties are. I will say that the baby before the birth means baby before birth have to face problem to the medicines, because pregnant woman takes a lot of medicines, isn't it, before the birth of, before giving birth to her child. So chemicals are there around that fellow. Everywhere chemical use is there. Pollution of industries are there. Pollution of these petrol vehicles, diesel vehicle is there. So in each and every sector actually is a agent, I have to say that, of pollution maker. And we know that actually the statistical calculations that are again maybe more than that of percentage of. So that was up to 2015. So right now maybe this is a 2021 is there. So maybe there could be increased percentage of a diabetes, maybe reached up to 3.8 to 5.8. Coronary heart diseases from 3.3 to 4.9. Obesity from 1.3 to 2. So this also percentage has been increased, because this data tells before 2015 was there, but right now 6 years have been passed to that one. So in that 6 years also, this percentage may have definitely increased, that we can see on the television also. Many more advertisers are there, many more patients we can find which are suffering from coronary heart diseases, obesity, and again heart, I have to say that the diabetes like diseases. And some additional 50 million will suffer from the hypertension. This implies that there will be a greater need for the specialized the medicines and the separator scope for pharmaceutical industry. Next today in terms of the scale, Indian pharmaceutical market is ranked the 14th in the world by 2015. Equal ranks among the top 10 in the world over the powering Brazil, Mexico, South Korea and Turkey. So one thing you'll have to keep in mind, as there increase in the rate of pollution is there, as there increase in the hypertension, in that proportion specialized medicines pharmaceutical industry will have to grow, isn't it? Right now we have been observing this situation in case of this corona situation. My friends, now we have to get idea about all these things, that is advantages of pharmaceutical industry. Pharmaceutical innovations, as I have said to you, because COVID-19 was not known to us, I think just 3 years back, it was not known to us. But after that one, we came to know about this. So innovations in case of treatment, in case of instruments required in the medicines, in case of, I have to say that the drugs, in case of, we have to say that policy, we'll have to innovate all these things. Better vaccines. Right now everybody knows about the vaccines because we are very lucky. We have to salute those fellows from our India, those who have developed the two vaccines which are working with efficiency against COVID-19, and that vaccines are Covishield 1, which is produced by Serum Industry, and another that is Covaxin, produced by Bharat Pharma. So you have to keep in mind better vaccines. Again, dreaded viruses may can arise in future. We have to be a little bit prepared. We have to be a little bit ready before the enemy could attack on us. So better vaccine producing era is also one of the advantage to the pharmaceutical industries. Cheaper healthcare, as we know that the patient always wants the medicines in a cheap condition, cheap or cheaply. So that there is also a lot of work could have to be done by the pharmaceutical industry. Research and development, that is required. Every sector of our revolutions, every sector of each and every revolution, it may be the blue, green or white, everywhere. So research and development, there is a lot of chance, lot of, I have to say that opportunities are there. Employment also can be possible to, we'll have to take a efforts just to develop this research and development of a pharmaceutical. Better communication, proper and better communication among the doctors, researchers, producers of the fellows which are related with the pharmaceutical industries. Free medicines for the underdeveloped countries. In future we have to give a help, as we know that we have also given a Covishield vaccine to the Pakistan, America, Brazil. Right now the Russia has given to us a Sputnik 2 vaccine just to combat with this COVID-19 pandemic. Increasing age expectancy and fewer infant death. We know that, my friends. Infant death is after every, I have to say that, 3 seconds, there is infant death every 3 seconds. Means as soon as I finished this saying only every 3 second hours one infant from our country has been gone. So we have to say that increase the age expectancy and fewer infant death could happen in future. On this area, we have a lot of we have to concentrate and work in this era. Economic benefits are there in case of pharmaceutical production. Economical benefits are also there, no doubt. When and when we will develop this patent is there, pharmacy medicine producing units are there, each and everything. So by selling this medicine in the market, the economically that fellow can get benefited. So my friends, with this I would like to say that I have completed very interesting first lecture from the unit pharmaceutical industry, which was related with concept and advantages of a pharmaceutical industries. I will have to say that in India, if you have any difficulty you can ask me. So I will say that there is a lot of, we have to say that opportunities are there to the fellows, those who have been completing their education in B group itself. With this, thank you very much.